You are listening to the Daily Homily for Magdala in the Holy Land.
When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he had sat down, his disciples came to him. He began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
One of the big treatises that we study in theology is the theology of revelation and how God reveals himself, because we don't see God walking around. We don't know him. And we can try to figure something out about God even from natural speculation and capacity, but God revealed himself. And there was an expression used yesterday in the first reading, the letter of St. Paul to the Romans, and it uses the word revealing for us. It says, "I consider that the sufferings of this present time are as nothing compared with the glory to be revealed for us." The revelation of the children of God. This is what's happening today. We are celebrating the revelation of the life of a girl who was in the flower of her life, teenager in Roman society, and she was martyred. She refused marriage that was prearranged for her because she said she was already given in marriage to Jesus. And she was martyred for this. She remained steadfast in her faith. How many martyrs have there been? It's amazing. And when they are martyred, they are at the bottom of the pile. Like Thomas More, all of the ones who are martyred, they are the outcasts of society. They are completely rejected, and sometimes with great torture, they are put to death. And the amazing thing is already you can see a little bit of the revelation of the glory in them, sometimes even in their death, when they ask God to forgive their persecutors. And then we see a triumph of the human heart over evil that is inflicted. And this is the pattern of all the martyrs. It's amazing. I don't know any martyr who has cursed those who crucified them or killed them with the sword or tortured them in different ways. If we look at all the words here in the Gospel, it's the same logic. The people who mourn, they're weeping, so they must have some terrible pain. The people who are poor, the people who are thirsting for and hungering and thirsting for righteousness, that means they're living in a very wrong circumstance. And they're oppressed interiorly or exteriorly. They're suffering deep injustice to their being. They will be satisfied. And when are we called to show mercy? Well, when we are very angry with somebody, when we want to carry out vengeance on people. Blessed are the merciful. That means we're in a very bad situation, but we have to show mercy. We've been deeply wronged, but we show mercy. This is an amazing logic that goes counter to the normal human logic and spontaneous reaction. Blessed are the clean of heart, they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers. That means we're being assaulted. There's tremendous conflict going on. It could be in the kitchen. It could be in the workplace. It could be in the sports field. There can be very, very intense mutual ill will because of perceived injustice. Maybe there's insulting going along. To be a peacemaker in a classroom, in a workplace, in traffic, at the moment of an accident, sometimes the terrible passions break forth. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are those who are persecuted. We covered this with the martyrs. Blessed are they when they insult you. So what's very interesting is that when you see the people who are really saints, they're in a bad situation. But afterwards, it's revealed the glory that was in their lives. And the thought comes to me about the meaning of the word sacrament and mystery in theological language. It means that, let's say we just look at creation and we are fascinated by its incredible composition, its power, its beauty, so many different aspects of creation. And what we don't see is God's hand there, because his hand isn't there. He has created without hands. He is created spiritually, but he is present in creation. The mystery of redemption, the mystery of the church. How many times are we looking at the church and we're seeing the scandals and all the brokenness, all the problems, but God is working there. And God is working in our lives, and his presence is hidden to our eyes. It's hidden to our awareness. We need a lot of faith to understand, to accept, to relate to the realities that really God is actually working there. This is the life of the saint. The life of the saint is the one who wants to embrace God, but maybe is deeply struggling with addictions, with deep wounds, with a broken personality, broken psychology, but they are struggling and they want to reach God. They want his mercy. They're crying out. These are beautiful souls, and we were going to be surprised when they are revealed in heaven. It must be amazing to see that God in heaven, the access we will have to the mystery of God, but also the mystery of our people, our parents, our siblings, our neighbors, the saint next door. There's a famous little book, apparently I haven't read it or seen it, but I heard about it. It's called The Millionaire Next Door. And it's a little old lady, a teacher, and she saved all her money, and she never wasted it, and she owns this little house. She bought it in 1965, and now the area has changed, and really her whole property is worth more than $1 million, you know. Nobody noticed. And much more important than that is the saint next door. Very ordinary person, very quiet, nothing, no sensational, no major recognitions in society, but God is doing a gem of a soul in that person. These are the saints. The saints are the saints next door. The saint in my house that I don't recognize. Sometimes we're blind to the work God is doing in the souls around us. So there's a huge mystery awaiting to be revealed. Not only the mystery of God, but the mystery of God's work in so many souls. Let us go marching in with the saints into glory by God's grace.
Thank you for joining us today. If you want to learn more about Magdala, follow us on YouTube and on Facebook.